Good evening and welcome, viewers. Controversy is raging around the Supreme Court once again. So much controversy around the country's highest court all the time is not good. And most unfortunately, all this controversy happens every time on the eve of every election, especially the general elections. And the Supreme Court of India is willy-nilly dragged into political issues, and that's not good either. It's very bad. I've always maintained that it is wrong to use the Supreme Court rooms to fight political battles. But it happens all the time. And now it's getting very intense, the political controversies around the Supreme Court. 600 lawyers saying that there is a concerted attempt to surround the Supreme Court with pressure tactics. Pressurize the courts, to smear the courts. And with all of this happening, with the hashtag Supreme Court controversy, we must address this burning issue. What are these political parties fighting about? If the fight is over money and access to money, if the fight is over whether some parties are getting more money and others are getting less money, and the fight is over whether you got more money, I got more money, you got these many crores, I got these many crores, ladies and gentlemen, fight it out in the public arena. Why make the Supreme Court the center over a fight over money? What is this fight about, really? Is it about whether the PMLA Act should be used against scam kingpins? Then why drag the courts into it? Were other people like Naresh Trehan or Jet Airways or Wadhwans of DHFL who are accused of grave misdeeds themselves not held under the same laws? Which political parties were they contributing to? Let's not imagine that all these fights are happening in a vacuum. They are not technical fights. They're in the real and political world. And these fights should not extend to the Supreme Court premises. The courts have said, of course the courts will say that their shoulders are broad enough to absorb any kind of criticism or pressure tactics. But can the courts themselves deny that such tactics are being made? Can the courts not see that it is the same people using the same tactics, getting the support of the same sections of the media, and operating in those very same echo chambers every time there is a general election? What's going on? What's going on? Political fights in the middle of the Supreme Court. Attempts to drag the Supreme Court in the middle of all this. So amidst this latest Supreme Court controversy, hashtag Supreme Court controversy, my question is very elementary. Has the country's highest court become the arena of the pre-election battle of 2024? Is that what we want, viewers? Will this institution also see all the politicians using it to fight each other? Come on, fight an election. Don't fight proxy battles in the Supreme Court of India.